Good evening and welcome back to the Park Hill South Gymnasium for one last time the 24-25 school year. I'm Tana Jones.
And I'm Brody Stevens.
And we're going to go ahead and send it down to Audrey Stites at the court side.
Good evening, everyone. It's an absolutely electric night here at Park Hill South, where it's boys volleyball senior night. Tonight they face off against North Kansas City, which is a conference matchup. Last time the boys played the Hornets, they won in a match 3-0. It should be a great match tonight. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Audrey. It is senior night and the last home game for our boys Panther volleyball team. It is their officially sanctioned by Misha. Brody, how are we feeling tonight?
It's exciting, haven't tuned into many volleyball games, haven't really kept in touch, but I'm still very excited to see what this new sport is like, how these players are with each other, and just hoping for a really good match.
You know, a lot of these guys are brand new to the sport of volleyball. Wow. This is fun, interesting. Okay, well, we're shaking it up before game time. Here get things go. I played girls volleyball growing up, so it's exciting to see the boys get into the same sport here. It's lots of fun, great sport, have a lot going on, a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, a lot of great plays. So I'm excited to see what this group of boys brings to the sport.
Yeah, I did not play volleyball, but still also excited. It should be fun, might not know as much, but I can still enjoy what should be a very fun match.
Yes, the Hornets are 5th in their district, so they're doing decently well so far. Obviously, both of their first years as a Misha-sanctioned sport, so it'll be exciting. I don't know if they played each other yet this season. I don't think so, so we'll see how this match goes. But they are in our conference, so more than likely it will be a good, strong conference game.
On the court right now, you have Aiden Wallace, Justice, Manuelelo, Aiden Wallace, Cam Claxton, looks to be Landon Beck, and Eddie Herr.
Northtown Hornets will start off with the serve. That'll be number 6, A. Flamu. Sorry if I say that incorrectly. Serves up. Nice serve receive pass by her. Set by Wallace, and it'll be a free ball over the net. Libero will pick it up. They'll push it out to the pin. Nice swing. Good dig by Cameron Claxton. Justice puts it down the line. Not a great pass there from the Hornets. Free ball going up and out of bounds. First point goes to the Panthers.
That's a great start for the Panthers, decent rally there. They were able to keep their composure and able to get that point, force a bad hit.
Aiden Wallace will serve. It'll be overpassed. Swing by Claxton. And it will be shanked. Kill for Claxton.
You can see Claxton gets real excited there after he gets that kill. Just good energy from the team so far. Just keep working.
What I noticed so far is this team's full of lots of energy, so they are always cheering on each other. They'll give it up to number 16, and we'll have a fight at the net. It'll land on the Hornets side. Out to the, wow, what a swing by number 12, Jason Gudiel.
That was quite the hit.
That
was
was
a lot of power behind that.
Nice kill there. Full of power, straight down. And the libero, number 10, Brandon Lai, will go back to serve. Good serve, and it'll be shanked. Nice serve, good ace by number 10, Lai.
It's just a nice hit, coming quick at you. Sometimes can be a little more difficult to react, but you'd like to see the Panthers recover after that and just get back to serving themselves.
2-2. Lai back to serve once again. Panthers in serve receive. Serve is up. And it will go back to her once again. Great dig there. Ooh. Justice Manuelelo, sorry. Wow, what a swing. Puts it right down off the serve receive pass. Beautiful pass by her. Great set by Estaro. And Landon Beck, number 6, will go back to serve. And it will be short.
That was a powerful hit. Might have been more powerful than the one from number 12 on the opposing side. That was loud.
The thing about boys volleyball is they are full of some powerful hits, as You know, obviously they're very strong, very athletic. They get up there and swing. If there's not a block, they're going to be the defense will not be too happy. Great dig by Wallace. Manuela will take it again. Will land right on the line. That is a great spot, great placement. And it will be Panthers ball, number 7, Andrew Manning.
It's another really good hit, just good placement there on that one. A little, didn't use as much power, but did exactly what he needed to do.
Absolutely. Manuela will go back to serve. And the set will go over the net. They will free it back over to the Hornets and push it out to the pin. Great hit, didn't quite hit on his hands correctly there, but the Panthers, weren't quite able to get the ball over. A little bit of a miscommunication there. And number 12, Jason Gudiel will go back to serve.
Just, didn't really talk through it. It's going to happen sometimes. You just got to stay on the same page, and hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Volleyball is full of communication, so those miscommunications will hurt you. And number 12, Elijah Johnson will swing and put it outside of the court. Gudiel back to serve. Panthers looking to stop his run. Up, and it is short. Panthers ball.
It's the second short serve we've seen so far today.
Claxton will go back to serve. Great high serve. Push it to the right side. Great tip. Great spot. Looked like he was going to go up to swing, kind of confused the defense there, but tipped it right over the block. Great play there.
Stayed in the air for a decently long amount of time, too. Gave him enough hang time to just be able to fake them out with the high serve and then just lightly tap it.
Number 7, Brian Newen will go back to serve. Good dig by Wallace. And they'll push it out to Manning, but he didn't seem to quite go for the ball there, or he was confused, not quite sure there, but another miscommunication by the Panthers.
Again, gonna happen sometimes. Just gotta, move on from it, get straight to the next play.
Absolutely. Another good dig by Wallace, and he'll go up and swing. Great swing, great block. Way to get a touch on it. Put it out to Wallace. He'll tip it down the line. Great dig by Newen. And miscommunication there between Newen and Moo for who was going to get the ball over the net. And number 4, Eddie Herr, libero, will go back to serve. Great serve by Herr. Hornets will dig it up. Setter's able to get out of the net. Whoa! Great swing by Beck, taking advantage of that overpass, putting it down.
It's a great move there. Just catches them off guard, strong hit, and no one even has a chance to react to it.
Had Eddie Herr back to serve once again. Another good dig. It'll go over to Beck again. Hornets have really got to try and keep the ball on their side with a big presence such as Beck in the front row. He's looking to tip everything back right in their face, taking advantage of the overpass. Herr will serve once again. Much better dig there by the Hornets. They'll put it out to their right side. Not quite sure what they'll call it. Hornets ball. Looked like it was almost an antenna call there, but not quite.
Herr tried to save it too, just couldn't quite get there in time. A bit unlucky, but
ball kind of fell off the hands of the block, which is never fun. Got to press a little bit harder on that one. Number 13 back to serve, and the set will go over the net, which puts Beck in a bad position, which will give a net call. And the ball will go back to the Hornets. Number 13, that'll be Kobe Rhymes back to serve. Good dig by Herr. Manuela taking the ball. Good dig by libero, number 10. Out to Wallace. Nice tip. Great placement there.
Nice move there by
Cross
Wallace.
court. Great cross-court placement. Bench is cracking me up here, I can't lie. They are
Not gonna lie, I was not paying attention to them, but I saw them standing.
It's quite funny. Estaro will go back to serve. Great serve by Estaro. Number 10, libero will pick it up. They'll push it to back row. Nice tip right over the hands of the block. Estaro will push it out to Manuela. And he'll put it down.
Another
great swing.
Another big hit. Guy's got a lot of power behind him. You see him use that a lot. You're probably eventually going to be seeing him use that soft touch to fake him out after you've gone for so many big hits.
Absolutely. Estaro will go back to serve. Good dig there by number 10. We'll push it to the right side. Good block by Beck and Manuela.
That's good teamwork there from the two of them. They will both jump right at the same time, get enough hang time to be able to block that shot.
Panthers will take the lead by 2. Another nice dig by the libero. They'll push it to back row. Great pass by Claxton. Didn't quite. And the Panthers will get the point anyways.
That was some crazy reach by Beck there. Has
Yes.
to go back behind his head, make a light tap,
And the
it all
Hornets
works out.
will call a timeout. So far we've seen a lot of very strong hits, a few too many miscommunications from both sides. Hornets have kind of struggled to be able to dig the ball up and keep it on their side of the court. So Beck's been a very active presence, being all up in their space, trying to put the ball back down in their faces, kind of. So
Yeah, it's been fun to watch so far. Obviously, you have those kind of gaps there that something goes wrong, but it's about how you respond to those gaps and how you recover, and you can play better from them and take them as a lesson to get better with every single serve.
absolutely. And it is senior night here, so we get to see a bunch of our seniors get in on the action here. Excuse me, sorry. We have all 6 players on the floor are seniors right now, kind of showing up for their last season, which is super exciting. And hopefully they're able to end off their season strong and their last home game with a win as well.
It's always fun to see some seniors, a lot of seniors playing. I didn't get it as much with some of the other groups, but this one has a lot of them.
The Estaro will go up and serve. Nice float serve. And he will shank it. Ace for Estaro. Great float serve back to the libero, making him have to move his feet. Not quite able to get in the right position to pass the ball up to the setter there.
Staro on a nice little run here, too.
6, 7 serves in a row. And her will push it out to the right side, and they'll get blocked. They'll tip it back over, out to the outside, and he will swing, and they'll call it off the block and give the ball to the Hornets.
It was a little, don't quite know what happened there. I couldn't quite see if it hit him or not, but obviously he's got a better eyesight than me, so he's going to know what the call was.
And they will not execute and finish that serve. And Wallace will go back to serve. Panthers are up 14-10. Great serve by Wallace. Good dig by Moo. Out to number 12, who will put it right in the hands of the block. Block didn't quite completely press over the net, which is unfortunate. Great swing by 12. They were able to get their hands out there, just not quite finish the block there.
I will say the Panthers do look like they have more size on their team than the opposition.
And great swing there by Beck. And it'll be
Another
Panthers
rocket.
ball. Bench is having fun over there, which is what I love to see. Beck back to serve. Great serve. Hornets will dig it. Nice swing by number 12. Jason Gudiel kind of making a statement here for the Panthers.
It's only his second really big hit of the game so far, but both of them has been super powerful
Absolutely.
in making his presence known here.
Great serve there by the Hornets. And Manuela will get stuffed.
He has to stay up there in the air for a little longer than he probably wants to. Has to get maximum reach there just to even hit the ball a little bit. And they're just able to read that and get a block off of it.
We have number 15, Heithe Hatu, missed to serve. And Panthers will get the ball back. Number 7, Andrew Manning checking in. Manuela back to serve. Good serve. And Hornets will make it work. Johnson push to the back row. Manuela will serve to set it to Manning, excuse me. Great dig by the libero. Take it to the right side. Good dig by her. They'll set it back to Claxton, who will get stuffed.
Once again, that ball kind of goes over the net at first, and Claxton gets up, doesn't quite notice it, but they have already hit it by the time he's in the air.
Not a great set either by Manuela, unfortunately. Kind of put it way too close to the net, put Claxton in a bad position. Gutiel back to serve. And they will call out of rotation on the Panthers. Apparently Manuela was not quite where he was supposed to be on that one. And they will give a point to the Hornets, who will slowly creep their way back and close the gap here with a score of 16-15.
Close match so far, close set.
Gutiel serve again. Great serve right over the hands of Wallace. Slips right through his fingers. And the Hornets will tie it back up, closing the gap with 4 points. And we'll see if Gutiel can put them ahead a little bit.
Going on a little run of their own here.
Gutiel to serve. Great serve. Dig by Manning will go over the net. Hornets, a little bit of a miscommunication. They'll send it back to number 12. Dig by Manuela, but there will be nobody to pick that one up. And the Hornets will take the lead, going on a little run of their own.
Panthers with a miscommunication of their own there. Obviously, you want to keep talking. Always make sure everyone knows what's going on so you don't have those mistakes.
Gutiel to serve once again. He's got a great serve. A little bit of an overpass by her, but Manuela is able to get out of the net. Andrew Manning is unable to put the ball down, though. Gutiel back to serve once again as the Hornets take a 2-point lead on the Panthers. We'll see if he's able to keep this up. Great short serve. Good dig by Elijah Johnson. Good swing by Claxton, but a little bit out of bounds. Got to snap the wrist a little bit more. And the Panthers will call a timeout as the Hornets put themselves back in front. And we'll take a 1-minute timeout.
It's been a very back and forth set so far. Each team has had big leads, kind of, 3-4 points, kind of trying to make their statement, but it's really they're just going on runs here of their own. Whoever's going to get that last one's going to end up winning it.
Absolutely. Panthers a little bit of a disadvantage here, down 3, only a few more points left to go in the set, so they'll have to go ahead and get themselves back together here, get recouped, and figure out what they're going to adjust to be able to get themselves back in front to take the first set away from the Hornets. Great match so far, though.
It has been.
Very enjoyable. Been fun to watch. Lots of energy from both sides.
Lots of power as well, especially from Manuela and number 12.
Absolutely. Some great swings by both teams. Gutiel will go back to serve once again as he will try to continue his run. Another great serve. Good dig by Manning, and Manuela will put it over the net as they'll bump set it back. Her gets it up, but not quite to a position where anyone else can pick it up as Gutiel steps back. Gutiel's kind of making it his game. He's gotten lots of kills. He's a strong hitter.
Johnson just kind of is a little early on that last hit.
And they give it to Johnson. He gets stuffed by number 9. Number 9, Jaden Scott, as the Panthers kind of die down here, are down 5. With only a few points left in the set. Gutiel taking over. Manuela will put it over the net. Out to number 6. Wallace picks it up. Great dig. Didn't quite keep it on his side, but he got the ball up. That's all that matters. Good dig by her. Out to Manning. Good swing, and nobody's there. Great placement. Panthers end the Hornets' run.
That's a good rally there for the Panthers. You know, you kind of want that longer kind of unbreaking attack there so you can get them tied down a little bit and show that you can win these long battles as well.
Absolutely. Cameron Claxton will go back to serve for the Panthers, and it will skim right over the net. Great serve. They'll push it out to the pin. Great tip right over the block. Johnson gets a hand on it. Back out to Manning. Ooh, great spot. Good pickup by 12.
Just wasn't quite expecting that there and forces him to make an uncomfortable move, and he just can't quite get it over the net.
Manning doing a great job at placing the ball in places where the Hornets aren't able to pick it up. Claxton back to serve. Definitely need a serve inbounds and over the net right about now. As Claxton goes to serve once again. Good serve. Barely out of bounds.
A lot of power behind that, just can't quite get it into the territory. It's just going to result in the Hornets ball.
Wasn't too far out of bounds, just barely crossed the line as number 7, Brian Newen, will go back to serve. 22. Hornets are 3 points away from taking this match. Panthers will have to make a move here quickly. Push out to Wallace. Gets stuffed by number 13, but we'll pick it up as number 15, Hatu, will dig the ball, but it will land out of bounds. Panthers definitely needed this. Oh, I wasn't quite paying attention. I don't know what happened. Excuse me there. It's Hornets ball. Thinking maybe net violation of some sort, not quite sure. But Hornets will get the point and put themselves in a great position to win this set.
Only 2 points away.
It's number 7, Brian Newen, will go back to serve. And it will go out of bounds pretty far. Panthers will get the ball back.
They're going to need a run here. It is win by 2 here, so if they can just never give this ball back to the Hornets, that's going to be fantastic for them. Never even give them a shot at trying to win this set again.
Eddie Herr will serve. Definitely needed that one to get in bounds there. They'll push it up to number 12. Manuela will pick it up. Beck will help out the setter. Good hit by Wallace. Pushing the ball over the net. Double, definitely, absolutely. You can always tell it'll be a double hit by the way the ball spins backwards after the hands of a setter, excuse me. Herr will go back to serve. Panthers definitely needed that point there.
It's a great start for the run.
Great serve by Herr. They'll push it out to number 6, who will swing, and it will land right on the line. That is a great placement by A. Flamu. Number 13, Kobe Rhymes, will go back to serve to try and win the game point for the Hornets. Good serve. Herr will pick it up. That's a great dig. Push it out to Beck. Wow!
Another powerful hit.
What
Wow.
a swing by Landon Beck. Panthers absolutely needed that. Wow, what a swing. Absolute power behind it. Manuela knew as soon as he set it out to Beck, he was going to put it down. Estara will go back to serve to try and put themselves back in front of the Hornets here.
Last time he served, he led a pretty good run for the Panthers. So
Absolutely.
see if he can do it again.
This was a rotation the Hornets got stuck in, so Estaro definitely needs to continue. Great
There it
serve,
is.
and the libero flies off the hands of the libero. Great serve by Estaro. Hopefully Panthers will make a run here to get themselves back in front. There goes Estaro, up, over. Great dig by the libero, making up for it last time. Number 12 will swing off the hands of Beck, but Cameron Claxton will pick it up, and Beck will free ball the ball over. And they'll give it to the right side. Estaro will pick it up. Oh, and right off the hands of the block.
Great move.
Great play by the Panthers. Way to keep the ball alive. And they will put themselves in a great position as long as the Star is able to get this ball in bounds.
It's great processing there from Beck. He just kind of sees that it's a low serve, but he still hits it just as hard as he can, gets it over, and going to result in another point.
Estaro, great serve, and it will drop in right over the defense, and we're all tied up at 24.
He's doing it again. He's going on another run here.
No, it wasn't looking good for a second. I was kind of worried whenever they were down 20 to 24, but the Panthers have not given up and keep fighting all the way through. Let's see what happens here. Fans are excited. Estaro balls up, and will go across. Great dig by Libero. They'll push it out to the outside. Who will not get the ball over the net, will fall into the net.
Not quite sure what happened there. Just the hit didn't quite work, and he doesn't even get it over there. And now the Panthers have the lead once again.
Not a great set by the setter, but everyone gets excited for a game point serve by Estaro. It will go over, and it will shake. Oh, number 12 puts it back in play. Don't get too excited yet. Estaro sets it up to Wallace. He'll swing and put it in. Oh, they call it out of bounds. Okay, I see that one could have gone either way, honestly.
Once you get into that range where there's a purple line and that block of purple, it's going to be much more difficult to read where exactly that ball was placed, and that's going to be a hard decision for the ref every single time.
But we will be tied back up. Beck will pick the ball up. Great hustle by Estaro. Oh!
More power.
Good swing by Manuela as he puts the Panthers back up, 26-25.
What a hit.
As Wallace goes back to serve. None of these teams are giving up quite yet. Wallace serves. Nice float serve to the libero. Ooh, I could have seen that as a double there, but refs didn't call it. They'll set it up to Manuela, who will put it right over number 4. And the Panthers take set 1 in a barn burner, 27-25, going over the allotted amount of points. That was a great match, Brody.
That is a great comeback there for the Panthers. You know, down a lot early, but they were able to regroup, kind of get their energy back. And Dilas Estaro goes on a fantastic run as the server there.
Absolutely. Seems like we're going to have a little bit of a libero switch up. Edison Herr will put back on his regular white jersey. It looks like Aiden Wallace will go back to play libero as we kind of reset back to where we were. And we'll go back to our regular lineup after that first set. See how the Panthers do going back to their normal rotation.
Panthers have so much energy in this game. They are getting active, having a great time with every single point that they score.
Absolutely, I love it. The energy is amazing. Everyone's doing a great job keeping each other hyped up. Super exciting to watch, very enjoyable. Excited to see how the rest of this match goes for the Panthers. Panthers are ready to go for another set as they're up 1-0. Hornets are looking to adjust a few things to be able to get themselves back in a better position to grab a set of their own to tie things back up.
This is looking like it's going to be a very fun match from both teams. Obviously, that first set being as competitive as it was, you kind of hope to see more of that. Maybe you want to see the Panthers get one pretty easily, but it's led to some pretty fun times so far.
Absolutely. And we are back as we head into that this second set.
Obviously, like what you saw from the first round, Hope to see more of it. Obviously, we have some new players who didn't really come in that first set are playing now. Number 11.
Kaori Donham and number 1 Peter Ensminger, will join the game for the Panthers. Wallace will go back to play libero as we were discussing earlier. And we will see a new rotation as Ensminger starts with the serve. Great serve by Peter to start the game off. And we are excited already.
Picking up right where they left off, just more high energy, more power, and just a lot of good vibes here.
Great serve by Ensminger. He'll get it. Oh, he'll get another ace, 2 in a row as he runs around the court.
He's going crazy. And this is just the start of the set.
It is always fun to watch athletes have fun playing their sports. It's awesome that their coach allows them to have this much fun. Oh my gosh, he gets another one! 3 aces in a row for Ensminger. Let's see if he can put a 4th one up. And it will go, they were able to dig it this time out to number 12. Off the hands of the block, and it will go off the arms of Wallace.
I mean, obviously, you kind of wish more had happened, but you cannot hate that start at all. What
Absolutely.
a way to begin a set there.
Peter.
Super high energy, super fun, super exciting. You just love to see it.
Peter absolutely excited, having fun out there. I love to see it. As number 10, Brandon Lai will go back to serve the libero for the Hornets. Serves up, Wallace will pick it up. Free ball from Donham. It's number 9, Caden Scott will go up and swing. And they will call it out of bounds. Ball got stuck in the hands of the blockers. They were kind of able to get it out of the net, but unfortunately were not able to put it in bounds on the other side. Great swing there by Scott.
Yeah, Hornets trying to ease everything down, trying to get the excitement calm.
Oh.
Is that allowed?
Great swing, not quite, Brody. So the set was a little bit too tight to the net, led to Manuela going up and trying to put the ball over the net, but unfortunately he landed in the middle line space. His number 19 tried to block it over, but that'll be
good header.
Hornets ball. Whoa! Wow! What a swing by Donham. Oh my goodness gracious.
Crushed that, my goodness. Wow. You could hear that from the other gym.
That was a great swing by Donham as he will go back to serve. Good float serve.
Might have some concerned citizens too.
As the set is a little bit too high.
It's not.
Number 12 won't be able to quite catch it. Gutiel won't be able to quite catch it, and nobody else will pick it up as Donham goes back to serve once again. Great float serve right over the tape. Number 12 will swing, but Beck will put it right back in his face.
It seemed like they kind of got the read on him now. They know what they're expecting from him, and they're getting right on it and getting some nice blocks.
Absolutely. Donham back to serve once again. Panthers up 3. Great serve, great placement of that ball. They'll push it out to the number 9, who will not quite go over the net. It'll be Panthers ball once again.
Been some rough going for the Hornets so far in this set. Anytime that the Panthers are serving, they've only had 1 point come off of it and 1 opportunity.
Absolutely. Panthers are high energy. Hornets aren't quite matching that. That serve will go out of bounds, and it will be Hornets ball. All right, number 15, Heithe Hatu will go back to serve. Wallace will pick it up. Donham will. Great.
They've
Great swing by Manuela. Great set by Donham.
They've got some emphatic hitters on this team. My goodness, it is so loud in here, and that's just not just the bench screaming for their team.
It is great. Beck will go back to serve for the Panthers. Libero number 10 will pick it up, push it out to the outside. And the block is down.
The Hornets just
Absolutely
have no
stuffed.
answers right now. They are getting stuffed so much.
And they will call a timeout. Hornets are down. Not quite showing the same amount of energy as the Panthers are. Great start by the Panthers. 1 minute timeout taken by the Hornets trying to get themselves back together.
It's been an exciting set so far here for the Panthers. They are keeping the energy they had at the end of that last set, and they are using it to gain so much momentum and basically play some of the best volleyball we've seen so far.
We're back. A few seconds left to go in the timeout. We'll be back to serve. Panthers with a 9-4 lead. Back serve is up. Nice float serve. They'll put it out to number 12, who will swing. Great dig by Donham. Oh, and the Panthers are scrappy with it, getting the ball back over the net. Great set. Oh, wow. So, oh, man.
Hit the fingertips there.
Just did not quite snap his wrist all the way, went flying out of bounds.
He was looking to crush that ball.
Absolutely. Great serve by number 12. Good pickup by her. Donham will, good tip by Manuela. Will push it out to number 13, who will swing and put it down right in front of her. Great swing by number 13, Kobe Rhymes.
Teammates always trying to help him back up if he's fallen. Keep the positive affirmation going. That's what's going to make a good team, if you can just stay positive even when the other team's going on a run.
Absolutely. And number 12, Jason Gudiel, will go back to serve. Oh, little bit far, not quite in bounds there.
It's one way to stop a run.
Panthers, Justice Manuela will go back to serve. Peter Ensminger will come in the game.
Ensminger really got this crowd electrified, basically.
Absolutely. Good dig there by Moo. Number 12 will tip it right over the block. Good pickup by Donham. Wallace will push it out to Manning, who will free the ball over the net. Back again to Rhymes, and it will be stuffed by Ensminger.
A great block there from Ensminger, just able to get up over him and just completely deny that shot.
As Manuela will go back to serve. Great serve, and it'll be right over the head as the Hornets duck their heads, but the ball lands right on that line. Great placement by Manuela.
You can't hit it much better there. I mean, that is probably the closest you can get to that line without it being called out of bounds.
Absolutely, great placement. Manuela will serve once again, and it will fly off the hands of Libero.
So many aces.
Another ace. Panthers are just lighting it up from the serving line, making it painful for the defense. Here goes Manuela once again, trying to extend that lead by 8. Another one, and that one will be out of bounds.
Once again, it was close to the placement he got on the one that did count, but he just hit it a little too hard this time and barely got out of bounds there, but it's going to be Hornets' ball.
And that'll be number 7, Brian Newen, back to serve once again. Good serve by Newen. Donham with the set to Peter Ensminger. Good pickup by 12. Out to number 6. Block gets a touch on it. Not a great dig. But Panthers are able to get the ball over.
What a
bit of a miscommunication from the Hornets, but they call a, they reverse their call and give it to the Hornets as it was out of bounds.
That was a bit misleading there. Gave them so much excitement just to take it away from them literally seconds after.
Nguyen back to serve, trying to close that gap, and he will not close the gap.
Well, they were
not there at least.
given the chance to, go on a run here, and they just kind of don't take it.
And the ball will go back to the Panthers.
Maybe they felt bad. Maybe they thought that it was the Panthers' ball, and they're saying, hey, you can have it back.
Estaro was the last person to, close the gap in the first set. He was able to. Hornets had game point. Estaro served them all the way back to win the game. Oh, he did not start off as strong as he finished last set. That's all right.
I think the last two, he's allowed to have that when he was so good serving the last 2 times he was up there.
2 missed serves in a row for the Panthers. Not too great. Number 13 will go back and serve. Donham will pick it up. Great set by Estaro. Block will get a touch on it. Oh, the ball will go up into the rafters.
Not sure what you do there.
Hope, pray, maybe?
Something like that. I mean, I feel like if I looked up and I saw it was hanging out with a place where there were already balls stuck up there, I wouldn't know what to do.
Hope that it lands right in front of you. If not, well, guess you're screwed. So
I think his problem was that he already jumped by the time the ball started falling again. He just didn't know quite what to do.
Absolutely. Now the Panthers will go back to serve. Let's see if Wallace can break this missed serve streak, and he does. Oh, and miscommunication from the Hornet.
Did not talk at all. It was in the middle of the court, and no one went for it.
Absolutely.
Can't have that happening.
Wallace back to serve once again. Quick serve. Good dig by the libero. They'll put it to the back row, and he'll swing. It'll go off the hands of Estaro. Great swing, great placement, making Estaro think the ball was in bounds, even though it was definitely going out of bounds. Still was able to get a touch on it.
Didn't really think it hit him. I mean, I didn't see the direction impacted. But
and they will call the Panthers out of rotation.
Again.
Once again.
It's the second time.
Not good.
Can't have that happening.
Definitely something you don't want to see. Volleyball coach's worst nightmare is your team's not sure where they're supposed to be in their rotation.
I feel like that's every coach's worst nightmare.
Absolutely. Now the Panthers are slightly confused on where they're supposed to be. Refs definitely checking to make sure. They seemed like they were good this time. Push it out to Beck, and it gets kind of caught in the tape. And Hornets will get the ball back. Will make the lead, 4 points. As A. Flamu will go back to serve. Great serve. Wallace not quite able to get it up to setter. Beck will swing. Great set there by number 4. And number 12 will put it down, but great dig by Wallace. So he'll give it to Beck, who will put the ball down.
Another powerful
Wow.
hit.
Now, Peter Enzinger, who got the Panthers off to a great start, will be back up to serve. Good pass. Good swing by 12. See what they call there. Oh, the referees call it out of bounds.
Powerful, but just didn't have the placement. I think he just wanted to show that he could hit it as loud as some of the Panthers have hit it.
Good serve by Ensminger. Make it hard for the defense. 12 will swing. Great block by Donovan Beck. Will go again to him, but he will put it down this time.
That is
great swing.
Hit really hard. I don't know how they can even react to that.
You
Probably
hope.
why I don't play volleyball.
You know what? Volleyball's not for everyone, but
Definitely not for me. That looked difficult.
And number 10 will go back to serve. Ball's up, and it will fall short. But Beck picks it up.
He did.
They
hit the
called
net
the
there.
tape on the Panthers.
That's what it's called. But
That is what it's called. The
I picked up on it though that he
There
did
you
hit
go.
the net.
There you go. It did hit the net. Good job. Net violation by
I'm learning.
Beck. Proud of you, buddy. Doing great. Number 10 will go up to serve once again. Wallace will pick the ball up. Set to Donham, who will put it down. And they will call it Panthers ball.
Who knows how hard that would have been hit if it didn't collide with the net there.
Absolutely.
Probably messed them up too. You know, it's going to change the direction once again, but
Absolutely.
see what you
Donham definitely swings extremely hard as he will go back to serve. Good serve by Donham. Good pickup by Moo. And another miscommunication by the Hornets.
Not quite sure what happened there. I mean, did they not see each other? Did they not talk about it? I mean,
Probably not talking about it.
Was a little confusing.
Donham will put it up.
He
will serve. Great
threw
serve.
that very high.
Number 12 will put it right in the hands of the block. Very smart play there.
Went from hitting it as hard as he could to finally kind of taking that step back and just nice touch there and was able to trick the Panthers defense.
Absolutely. As number 15, that'll be Heithe Hatu, will go back to serve. Great serve. Good set to Beck. He'll put it down, but the Hornets are great, good, decent dig. The Hornets were not able to get out of the net as Beck will go back to serve. Wallace will go out for a second, and Elijah Johnson will come in.
Trying to, hopefully you can put it away on this set, honestly.
Absolutely. Push it to the middle. Great spot, and the Panthers are not quite able to pick it up. Great hit there by Caden Scott.
Her tries to get the save, just no one can quite get to it by the time that he's hit it, and it's going to result in another point for the Hornets.
Jason Gutiel back to serve. Leading kills for the Hornets. Donham will push it back to Manuela, who will put it down, but it is out of bounds, unfortunately. So it will be Hornets serve.
You do not want to see the Hornets go on a run here.
Absolutely.
Panthers are so close to closing this one out as well. You just kind of want to see it go that way.
Gutiel puts it up. Good dig by Wallace. It's set to the middle. Johnson. Setter will pick it up, push it out to the right side. Great block by Manuela, but the libero will pick it up. The Hornets will free ball the ball over. Donham will sit out to Manuela, and it gets stuck in the hands of the block, and he gets the kill. It'll be Panthers ball.
They are just hitting it so hard. I mean, it's insane. It's just crazy. I don't even know what to say about it.
Manuela back to serve. Great serve, and it will drop right on the line for the Panthers.
It's another great serve from Manuela.
Manuela goes back to serve once again. Ball's up. Gutiel picks the ball up, pushes it right over the net. Bit of an overpass. Johnson's able to put it back down, and it is set point for the Panthers.
See if they can close it out right here, right now.
Last time we were in this situation, the Panthers came all the way back. But let's see if Manuela is able to close it out here. Top spin serve, and it does go flying out of bounds, unfortunately. Giving the Hornets a little bit of hope, little glimmer of hope here, as number 7, Brian Noon, will go back to serve.
I'm not quite sure, but do you have to win on a serve?
You do not have to win on a serve. You just have to win. You have to have 25 points or be up by 2. Has 25. Oh, good dump by Donham. Back out, not a great set, but Peter Ensminger puts the ball down as Panthers take set number 2.
He started the run for the set, and then he ended it.
Sure did, absolutely, but great set. Panthers are up 2-0, but we're going to go ahead and send it out to our very own Audrey Seitz courtside once again.
Thanks, guys. After the Panthers came back 5 to win in the first set, the energy and adversity really continued into the second set. Peter Ensminger started off the second set strong with 3 aces in a row. The boys have also been fighting block after block for every point they've earned. Excited to see where the third set goes and really looking forward, and it's looking good for the boys here tonight. Back to you, Brody and Tana.
A little bit of a break. We'll be back for the third set. Welcome back. We're at the third set here for the Panthers, trying to put it away. But we'll see how things go.
Much more dominant second set there for the Panthers. First one was super close, and they just kind of took control, got off to an early run there with Eisenbanger with the 3 straight aces, and then you kind of just saw them maintain that lead the whole way through, even with a tough Hornets run there in the middle. But if you can get that once again in this set, you're going to hopefully go home with a sweep.
Absolutely. The Panthers are excited to get this set going. I believe the Hornets will have the ball to start the game. We'll start with serve. Is Aflamu will go back to serve. Not quite sure what's going on here.
Seems to be a little confusion.
Not quite sure what's going on here.
Just waiting.
Interesting. Guess we'll see. Music goes back on. Looks like Coach is eating some popcorn. I respect
Really?
it, honestly.
Very confused right now.
Also don't really know what's going on.
I don't know why we turned the music back on, but
I have no idea what's going on.
must have been something.
And the ball will go back to the Hornets now.
Okay.
As we start off the third set. See what...
Still confused, but
Me as well. But here we are. Alrighty. First serve of the third set. Here we go. Good dig by her. D-Lash able to pick it up. Nice save. Good swing by Donham.
What a save by D-Lash.
We got to number 12, and he'll swing. Great dig by Wallace. And nobody picks it up, unfortunately. Wow, what a dig. 2. Wow, that's unfortunate,
Great dig, just no one else really kind of knew what was going on. It seemed like just no one talking, and it's just going to lead to a point for the Hornets.
Lack of communication there. Good pickup by her. And Wallace will push the ball over with 2. Set to the middle, way too high, unfortunately, not quite tight enough to the net, so Panthers were easily able to block that ball. As Andrew Manning comes in for Estaro, and Donham will go back to serve. Nice top spin serve by Donham.
He throws it very high when he serves.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen that from anyone else.
And great swing from number 12. Gets it stuck in the hands of the block. And it'll be number 10, Brandon Lai, back to serve. And it will fall short, and Panthers will get the ball back.
Hornets just kind of haven't had the same kind of juice they had in that first set where they were really competing. It just kind of felt like it hasn't been the same the next 2.
Absolutely. And Beck will go back to serve. Good serve to the libero. And the right side will push it over with 2. Good set by Donham, and Manuela will put
What
it
a hit.
right in between the hands of the block. Block was not completely closed or pushed over the net there, so
Gotta wonder
that's
just
bound to happen.
how many kills he has this game.
Quite a few, honestly. Quite a few. Beck will go back to serve once again. Try to keep this lead for the Panthers, or extend it out to number 12. Good pickup by Beck. Good set to Johnson.
Nice touch there.
And the Panthers will free the ball over the net. Back set to Manning. And he'll hit it right off the hands of the block. Great set by Donham.
Another good rally there from both teams. Thankfully, the Panthers are able to come out on top for it.
Absolutely. As Beck will go back to serve once again. Good serve. Push it out to Gutiel, who will roll the ball over the net. Donham will push it back. Free ball to the corner. Great placement of it. Once again, Panthers really need to take advantage of one of these free balls. Good swing, but good pickup by number 4. Oh.
That's going to be out. Just too much power on that hit and goes way out of bounds there.
Way too much. I knew what he was trying to do by placing it cross court, but you got to put a little bit less on that one to get it in bounds. As the Hornets will take a minute timeout to get themselves set back up.
Another good start for the Panthers here, able to just take advantage of easy moves, get a lot of power under their swings, and just keep working towards and try to get a sweep here. Got about 20 seconds left in the timeout here.
Beck will go back to serve to continue his run. Hornets are hopefully reset and locked and ready to go for this set to kind of bring it back in as Beck will serve. Great pickup there by the libero. Number 12 will swing. It'll go off the hands of the block.
It's a great block there from the Panthers to stop the.
Good set by Donna.
hit.
Oh, good pickup by the libero, but Hornets were not able to.
The Panthers
get that
are
one
really, they're just really playing fantastic right now. I mean, they are just not letting them get a chance to try and come back.
They're very good at putting the ball down and executing plays, for sure. They'll go out to number 12, and they'll call it Hornets ball off the block.
And didn't really hear anything get hit, but, something must have changed the direction of it, and it's just a good play there.
Absolutely. Hatu will go back. Hatu will go back to serve, excuse me. Good pickup by her, good help by Johnson, but it will unfortunately fly into the antenna.
He tries to save it, unfortunately slips, and that's going to leave Wallace to try and make an uncomfortable play there, and it just doesn't quite work out.
As Hatu will go back to serve, and it will be deep. Great ball out to Manuela. Great block by the Hornets. They'll push it out to the pin. They'll put it down.
There they go.
Go off the hands of the block. Great swing by Johnson.
Once again, the Panthers bench getting so excited for their team. You just absolutely love the energy they bring every single time they score.
Absolutely. Manuela will go back to serve. Nice, strong serve. Push it out to number 13, Rhymes. Donham will set it out to Ensminger, who will swing. Ooh, good idea there.
Good save. Oh,
And it hits the pole.
Can't fully track it and then slips on his way to try to recover from it. It's all just going to end up in a Hornets point. But they're keeping their spirits high no matter what's going on.
Absolutely. Oh, they called a replay due to they'll call a replay whenever there is something in the gym that it hits that is not quite in the player's control. So it'll go replay. No points will be awarded to either team.
What did it
And
hit?
that ball will go out of bounds. Point will end up going to the Hornets anyways.
I'm not quite sure what got hit, but, gave them a chance to kind of review what they were doing and just
I think it
same
hit this
result.
kind of like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but the black pole or whatever it's called. What's it called? Like thing that kind of helps when you lift the.
Well, it doesn't
net
matter
down from the
anymore as
ceiling.
its serve has immediately gone back to the Panthers after, I think, the second time they've hit the net on a serve in the set.
In fact, serves are very important. We got to get the ball over the net and in bounds. There's a star will serve. Oh, good way to get
Nice
up.
play there.
Way to get up, taking advantage of that overpass.
Just seeing the opportunity there to get a nice hit. No one expects it, and you're just going to slam it down for an easy point.
Star will go back to serve once again. It will bounce off the tape. Hornets were able to pick it up. Good swing, but
That
it
is
is out of
way
bounds.
out.
Panthers will pick up another point there.
It just feels like everything has gone downhill for the Hornets here. Spikes aren't hitting the same. They're kind of fumbling on some parts, and
And that will drop out of bounds for the Panthers. And the Hornets will get a chance to kind of get their way back into the game.
kind of regain their composure, make sure everything's working. Once again, you kind of want to run here if you're the Hornets, but obviously the Panthers, they want to stop this immediately.
Brian Noon back to serve. Ensminger will pick it up right in the front row. They'll give it to Donham, who slams it down right in the hands of the block. Doesn't even give a chance to the Hornets to try and put some points on the board.
Just an insane amount of power behind that hit, and thankfully the block is there, but it doesn't get bounced back enough, and it hits the perfect part of the hand there to just angle it down instead of going back at him.
Wallace to serve. Good pickup by Gutierrez. Sets off. And a bit of a miscommunication for the Panthers, but Claxton's able to put it over the net. And not a great set, but Donham will put it down and take advantage of that overset.
Just another time where they're just giving them the opportunity to make the surprise play, and they're going to take it every single time, and it's been 3 points so far.
Absolutely. Wallace back to serve once again, and it will fall short. Number 13, Rhymes will go back to serve, and it will drop right in between two of the Panthers.
Good serve there from Rhymes.
Not great communication there. Kind of just all moved away. Didn't really talk through it there. Rhymes will go back to serve and try and put another ace on the board. Good pickup by Donham. Good hustle by Estaro. Claxton is able to put it over the net short and gets a kill from the back line. Oh my goodness.
What a snipe.
Wow. That was some crazy power on the ball. It is really hard to push the ball from all the way back there with two hands without getting a double, and he did it and got a kill from it.
And he's excited.
Good serve by Ensminger. They will swing right to Beck. And Donham will put it down, even out of system. Number 12, great swing, but the ball is out of bounds.
Panthers once again fighting here. Just trying to make sure this game can end as quickly as they want it to.
Ensminger back to serve once again. Nice serve right over the tape. Estaro will set it up for Beck, and he'll slam it down.
They're just hitting the hand on the block at the perfect angle, and it just keeps shooting right back down onto the Hornets' side.
Hornets aren't doing a great job at pressing over the net on the block either, so making it really hard for them to stop the swings of the Panthers. Way to get a touch on the block there from the Panthers. Put it out to Manuela, and he'll put it down.
Another great hit from Manuela.
Panthers are just unstoppable. They're just letting it go at this point, swinging on everything.
They used that first set to kind of learn what their opponent was going to be like, and they've taken full advantage of that.
Another good serve by Ensminger. And they will call absolutely nothing, even though there's probably something to be called. Panthers will put it over the net, though. Free ball.
Well, I didn't notice anything, actually.
And Donham will swing out of bounds.
Didn't quite get the full hit of it.
I saw one of the Hornets and Panthers were both kind of underneath the net at the same time. Not sure who got there first, probably why the ref kind of let it be.
Don't think you can do that.
Not quite. Donham puts it down.
That's
Great
great touch.
placement.
Fantastic touch there from Donham.
Andrew Manning will come in for the Panthers, as Donham will go back to serve. Oh, great serve by Donham. Oh, dropped right in front of the libero.
Able to
Lack
hit
of
it
communication
right,
there.
just right in front of him, just to get it right under his hands and make a great serve.
On him back for another one. Top spin serve. Wow, that one will go flying. Didn't quite put enough snap on that ball. It's out of bounds.
A little too much power and not enough touch there, and it's just going to go out, and it's going to lead to another Hornets serve here. 18-10.
Libero will go back to serve. Good serve. Good pickup by her. And Beck will put it down. You know, the Hornets just are not on their toes, not playing great defense right now, unfortunately.
Way to respond after the serve going out of bounds, just able to fight right back. Hornets get their serve, and you just fully stop it right where it goes.
Beck will serve. Overpass, and Johnson will be
Another
sure to
one.
put it down.
And they are 5 points away here from completing the sweep.
We got a star over there filming on the bench.
Don't know where he got the camera from, but hey.
Panthers are having fun, and I love it. Good serve by Beck. Out to number 12. Oh, it will come back down, and Johnson will pick it up. They make it work. Panthers are able to make it work. Good dig by her.
Second time we've seen that happen.
Oh, and it will fall between the hands of the block, unfortunately.
They were
Great
able to
hustle,
recover
though.
from it, hitting the ceiling, and actually still make contact with it and get it over, but unfortunately just another great hit, and it's going to bounce right off of the hands of the block.
Good pickup by Wallace. Give it to Manuela, who will slam it down.
Not a lot of charge up on that one. He just fully hits that as hard as he can without a windup, and it completely just gets right by everyone.
Manuela will go back to serve as we're 4 points away from the 3-0 sweep of the Hornets. Good serve by Manuela. And that'll be an ace. It'll fall off the hands of the libero.
This is a fantastic set from the Panthers. Really just dominating the set, more than they even did on the last.
Absolutely. Justice with another serve. Goodiel picks the ball up. They'll free the ball over the net. Donham will set it to Johnson, who will put it down right in between the block. Great adjustment mid-air.
And you can feel the group starting to really feel like they're about to get the sweep here. They're getting excited.
Absolutely. 2 points away from ending this game in the way they want it to be ended. Hornets will one last
Good save.
great pickup by Wallace as
A
Manuela
little
will.
too hard, and it's just going to go out of bounds.
Hornets will go back to serve. Panthers are definitely going to try and stop this as soon as possible. Try and get the ball back in one serve. As Goodiel is back to serve. Wallace will pick it up, push it out to Ensminger.
Good hit by Ensminger, and it's match point here.
As Estaro will go back to finish off the set to try and get this last point for the Panthers. Everyone's excited, ready to see how this game ends up. We got about 1 point left. Let's see if Estaro can close it out here with the top spin serve. Unfortunately, it goes out of bounds. Man, Panthers are still having fun here. Hopefully we'll get the ball back on this last one. We'll just get one quick hit.
Not a lot of worry here from them.
Good serve, and the Panthers will end it on a missed serve. That'll be it. The Panthers take home their senior night win, last home game of the season, last game of the first boys volleyball season, and will win 3-0 against the North Kansas City Hornets.
What a win for the Panthers there. Once again, they had that first set that was so close. They had to come back there, but they were just able to recover so well and be able to take advantage and just dominate the next 2 sets to get a comfortable sweep here tonight.
Absolutely. It was a great game, lots of energy, enjoyable to watch, so much fun. I mean, I haven't got to see much of their action this season, but I'm glad I was able to. It's been a blast. Brody, I've had a lot of fun. It's been great times. They're definitely a very strong team, you know.
Just very, very exciting to watch. I mean, you see a lot of power behind this team, a lot of fun, and it's just something you always want to see with these high school teams. You got to take these moments and really be happy about them. You don't know when you're going to get these again, and to have these moments with these group of guys, I'm sure they're having a great time.
Absolutely. And, you know, first season ever of boys volleyball MSHSAA sanctioned. It is just crazy that a lot of these players who hadn't played volleyball to begin with, you know, as the lights shut off in the gym, they trying to tell us to get up out of here. But, you know, a lot of these guys haven't played volleyball much up until this point, or even haven't played at all. So being able to make that happen is awesome. And I'm glad that they are able to be a part of this history-breaking season. You know, they will now go into district play where they are ranked second in the district. They will face off against, you know, crosstown rivals on the north side of Park Hill Trojans on May 13th at 7 p.m. Also in their district is Oak Park, who is ranked first, and then ranked 4th and 5th is Pius in Winnetonka. Now we get a special interview with the winning coach, Coach Coughlin, and we'll send it down to you, Audrey.
Coach Coughlin, your team had a great game. After a kind of stressful first set, how are you feeling after the boys came back and won?
I'm really excited about it. We were running a different rotation in the first set so that we just played our seniors, but then I knew once we got back to our regular rotation, we should be in good shape.
As you head into districts next Tuesday, how are you feeling against the game of our rival against Park Hill?
We've played them twice. We've beaten them both times, so I feel pretty good about it. But, you know, when you get to this point now, it's just win or go home. So we have to play our best match in order to beat them.
With this being the inaugural season for the boys team, what has been your favorite part about coaching this team?
Probably we've got a lot of energy. We're a very excitable team, so I think just that excitement and the fun that they're having, I think, has been great.
Thank you. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Audrey, and congratulations, Panthers, on a great season. It has been awesome. Congratulations on the historic season. That's all we have for you tonight. I'm Tana Jones.
And I'm Brody Stevens.
Have a great rest of your night.